Holistic cardio starts with a 5-minute dead mill into 4 minutes on the Stairmaster, 3 minutes on the ski erg, and finally just 2 minutes on the rower. Our warm-up starts with a 5-minute dead mill. I like to use a pad and put it between the treadmill and my lower back, getting the handles of the treadmill right above my hips. Start a stopwatch, do not turn the treadmill on, and start pushing it backwards with your feet. Aim to move the treadmill as continuously as you can for that full 5 minutes to create the deepest burn that you can withstand in your quadriceps. We are practicing knee extension, and because of that, we're going to be warming up the quads and the knees for the rest of the day. Next, we're going to move on to a 4-minute climb on the Stairmaster. Just start at a comfortable pace, and as the 4-minute interval progresses, you can increase the speed if you're feeling like you want a little bit more. This warm-up is designed for you to just check in with yourself and to hit every major action of the body through an aerobic modality. Next, we're going to move on to a 3-minute interval on the ski erg. I like to use the Concept 2 ski erg. Just make sure the resistance is at the right level for you. Grab each handle and start moving your torso down to your thighs as you perform a squatting or a hip hinging movement here. When we're doing this action, really what we're trying to focus on is bracing the core and keeping the shoulders nice and firm in a pretty stabilized position. And we'll finish the aerobic warm-up with a 2-minute interval on the rower. Start by getting your feet into the straps. Make sure the resistance is at the right setting for you. Grab the handle in each hand and extend the legs as you simultaneously pull the bar right to your lower chest. If your gym doesn't allow you to do a dead mill, you can substitute the exercise with a backwards walk. As you see me here, I have a slight incline at the treadmill, about 10 to 15%, and you would want to start at a low incline for you and progress to a steeper angle over time. You can also add intensity here by simply going a little bit faster. Just make sure you're always in control and you're never feeling any pain in the knees. The point of this exercise, just like the dead mill, is to create tremendous blood flow in the quadriceps and the knees so that we can warm up these joints and prep the action for the day. If your gym doesn't have a Stairmaster, you can substitute the exercise with a fast-paced walk going uphill. It's a very similar action to climbing stairs. Or you could do a very slow-paced jog as you see me performing here. If you do the jogging option, just make sure you're comfortable through that movement and you're not getting your heart rate too high, as this is just a zone 2 aerobic warm-up. If you don't have a ski erg, but you do have access to a Jacob's ladder, this is your first and preferred substitution. The reason for that is that when we are crawling in this position, we are warming up the anterior chain substantially, just like we would be doing in the ski erg. Now, the Jacob's ladder and ski erg are both pretty rare pieces of equipment. Not every gym is going to have these. So you could substitute this exercise with any other aerobic modality that is low impact for your body. Some examples could be the elliptical or maybe some jump roping. You want to vary it from the other 3 exercises so you're getting some good variety. Another option, though, is to just spend 5 minutes on the rower. So you're actually combining the 3-minute interval of the ski erg and the 2-minute interval of the rower, and then just performing a 5-minute row. Ultimately, we just want to achieve that 14 minutes of total aerobic warm-up.